2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for Golden State, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season. And one of the dynamic players we'll be seeing tonight is Draymond Green, so instrumental in the Warriors' championship run in 15. Shaq, he's a guy who can do it all on both ends of the floor.
He got great speed, strong enough to guard any position from the 1 through the 5. He has great defensive instincts. That's why he got second in Defensive Player of the Year voting.
Yeah, he was second?
Second.
Wow. You know, but he turned himself into a three-point shooter, which he was not in college. Then all of a sudden, this guy's shooting threes, knocking down. He averaged actually 1 per game, Ernie. That's an incredible accomplishment for a guy who really wasn't a jump shooter.
You have a year like that, and then you've got to follow it up. You see Draymond Green following that successful 2015 year up with a better year coming up.
You know, hopefully after winning the championship, he doesn't get cute. Hopefully he says, you know what, I'm a defensive guy, I'm a defensive stopper. This is where I make my name. Even though I was hitting those threes, I'm not really a three-point shooter. I'm a defensive guy. I got to shut people down.
Being cute's not bad, though.
Now with the tip-off coming up shortly, we go courtside to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
I wouldn't know nothing about cute. I'm sexy.
A great bird's-eye view of the arena here in Houston, Texas. We're live, the home of the Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas. Last game for the Warriors, they pick up the W against the New Orleans Pelicans. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
Nearly flawless offensively from start to finish there, and really just an impressive win.
Yeah, really balanced team. We saw a little bit of everything from them, and just about all of that everything we saw worked.
So Golden State will get the first possession. Now Golden State's starting 5. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. That's good.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. No good from outside. Outside Curry. And he gets it to go. Curry's got his first 2 points of the night. And our old partner Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. The 3 from Harden. Draymond Green pulls it in. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Nuggets.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
And I think that's exactly what they have to do, guys. Don't dwell on the final score. You know, think about the things you did well and move forward and take it from there.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Curry kicks to Green, lets it go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And this is a team they battled in the conference finals last season. coming up short.
Yeah, a bitter pill to swallow, too. I mean, when you face that team again, that's always not just in the back of your head, it's in the front of your mind, too. Getting a win would be some kind of consolation.
Now Curry, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Now here's Harden. He just could not put it together in that loss to Denver. Westbrook with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Just 3 to shoot. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Westbrook against Curry. Now Barnes. Jacks up a 3. Thompson with the rebound.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Barnes can't get it to go.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Harden the pass to Love. Back to Harden. And there's the 3-second violation. With the stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Warriors, number 1.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. He nails it, and we're tied up. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control a team's transition.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
That one misses for Westbrook.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often. They could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
That's good from Barnes.
I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Barnes hits them both.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up, and oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Now here's Harden. Shoots it up. Rebound Bogut.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Nobody near Barnes. The shot is off. And it's Houston the other way.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And Tucker kicks to Love. Another miss by Houston. Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Curry dishes to Barnes. Golden State moving the ball around. Bogut with a screen on Harden. Thompson passes to Barnes. Screen by Bogut. And there's the foul. Will go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making a switch. Aldridge is checked in. Here's Bogut. A 14-point game for him in the win against New Orleans. He kicks it to Barnes. Boom! He jams it straight down.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. I remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Robert Covington's checked in for Houston. And the Warriors also making a change. Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. Rockets trail by 4. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Kevin Love. And that one's good, Barnes.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Houston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Westbrook against Spates. In the corner, Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And it's 6 points for James Harden.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Westbrook against Curry. There's the dish to Spates. From 10 feet out, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket. Here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 28-point game against Denver.
And don't forget his unbelievable steal total in that game. I mean, almost to the point they didn't want to bring the ball up the floor.
Now, here is Harden. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, another miss by Harden.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it, I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Westbrook with it. Pass to Covington. On the wing, Harden. To the wing right side. There's the triple. And that one's good. Harden's got 9.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
And Curry, here we go. It's rebounded by Houston.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. From deep. They get the rebound. Aldridge kicks to Covington. Westbrook against Curry. Dishes it to Covington. Fires the 3. And it's Spates with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
And if carrying the team during the regular season wore Harden down, Greg, you're talking about, it didn't show that much in the playoffs. Harden was phenomenal most, if not Clark, all of the postseason.
I would agree with you, but there also were some other guys for Houston that did step up in the postseason. Howard looked as good as he did before all of his injuries, as a case in point.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Moniunas is checked in for Love. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Here's Westbrook. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. On the wing, Gordon, guarded by Curry. Aldridge dishes to Gordon. On the top of the key. And it's Speights with the rebound.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
It's Curry with the drive. Can't get it to go.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Westbrook. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Thompson kicks to Green. Here's Iguodala, and Aldridge sends it back. A second chance effort. To the right wing. Now here's Westbrook. Kicks it to Moniunas. No good. That would have tied it.
How about him there just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
And guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skill. And bit by bit, though, he refined his game over the years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last 5.
And we were talking about Iguodala's free throw shooting. It really is a miracle. He's become so efficient, Clark, in every other area of his game. But last year, in his 11th season, he shot the second worst percentage of his career.
Sometimes, Kevin, it's simply a matter of confidence. You miss a few and it gets into your head, and before you know it, the harder you're trying, the worse it gets.
Now here's Rivers. The pass to Gordon. The feed now to Covington. He dishes it to Rivers. Pass to Moniunas. That one wide left. Warriors leading by 4. Barbosa passes to Iguodala. Feeds to Green. A three-pointer, no good. And here are the Rockets now. Here's Moniunas. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Rivers dishes to Gordon. Here's the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Speights has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Warriors lead by 6.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold, the way that guy gets to the rim.
And here are the Rockets now. The Warriors making the shot. And here's Covington from the arc. Can't hit. Great D that time from Iguodala. And it's blocked. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Six seconds left here in the opening quarter. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Houston Rockets. The Warriors have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
He's off on the second. That will count. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Warriors on top. They're up by 6. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And Rockets head coach Kevin McHale spent some time with us in the broadcast booth, but he said it just wasn't the same. He missed that competition. That's an interesting perspective on competitiveness and what happens when you're no longer in the thick of it, especially, Clark, when you're as physical a player as McHale.
Yeah, you know, I certainly understand where he's coming from. I mean, I'm living it in many ways, but for me, it's about the love of the game and sharing that with so many other people who love the same things I do, whether they ever played or not. There's some common ground even outside of the competitive court.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game? Stats-wise.
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Livingston is out there with Barbosa. Then there's Festus Ezeli.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on. Clark, he had to go for it, didn't he?
Hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Rockets trail by 3. Harden outside. Passes to Rivers. Thompson against Bogut. Kicks it out to Jones. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
Well, you know, Hall of Famer and 3-time champion Kevin McHale, the Rockets coach, did nothing but find success and win as a player. And, you know, that's been the same song for him as a coach.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And that's going to be a travel.
And let's check out the numbers for Livingston. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 6 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
Well, you want a guy to come in who knows how to run the offense intelligently, and that's exactly what he does. Kind of like how you ran things, Greg.
He feeds it to Ezeli. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists now in this one. Rockets trail by 5. And stolen by Barnes. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bogut sets a screen for Barbosa. He kicks to Bogut. Over to the wing. The 3 from Barnes. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And here's Tucker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Looking to end the drought, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. Well, for Terrence Jones, Clark, a very scary episode to begin last season. He suffered from a rare nerve damage to his left leg.
Yeah, he wondered if he'd be able to play again after missing 3 months. He finally got back out on the court. Good for him, because I enjoy watching him play.
That free throw missing.
And I tell you what, the Rockets are happy to have Terrence Jones back and healthy. They tried to acquire Bosh last season, looked like they had it, but make no mistake, Jones was always going to be a player not only with tremendous potential, but someone that they view as a valuable commodity on that roster.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And guys, Terrence Jones, good numbers as far as blocks and rebounding and scoring around the rim. He's also shown potential as far as playing on the perimeter. Rockets hope he can fill that spread four role for them moving forward.
Warriors leading by 4. Curry kicks to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Spates. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because he got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Right side, Jones. Here's Harden on the wing. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. Second, the Warriors.
I don't think you can ever underestimate the effect that a few blocked shots can have on your opponent. I mean, it can get into your head as an offensive player. You're going in there thinking you've got a clear path, and then you see the ball going behind you in reverse. I mean, that could be major intimidation and affect your game.
And Curry, here we go. Bogut kicks to Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offline with his 3. It's trailed by 4. Harden outside. The dish to Jones. Pass to Westbrook. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Curry kicks to Bogut. This is to Curry. The feed to Spates. Screen by Bogut. Spates, the pass to Curry. Spates with the screen on Westbrook. Curry gets the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Westbrook kicks to Thompson. There's the pass to Tucker. Goes up on the block. Second shot opportunity. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Thompson.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
It's Curry outside. Again, Curry missing. Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Westbrook with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. That ties the game. Tucker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
Cole Aldridge is checked in for the Rockets. Love comes in for Terrence Jones. Spates kicks to Thompson. And here's Barnes for 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Love with the screen for Westbrook. Kicks to Love. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Speights has got 8 rebounds in this game. Barnes dishes to Curry. Thompson outside. Now Bogut. Pass to Curry. Here's Speights. Shot clock at 5, and that one goes long.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Harden up top. He's covered by Thompson. They set the screen. It's Harden with the drive. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Thompson in the post, guarded by Harden. Tries from 16. Thompson with the bucket. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead. Houston's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Thompson against Westbrook. Lets the 3 fly. Barnes grabs the miss. Golden State's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. The shot by Speights. Nobody around. Had the space there, but it's offline. It's Harden with the drive. They set the screen. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. Warriors leading by 5. Curry with it. A 26-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
For Houston, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Harden outside. Shot to stop the drought, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard. And second in the league in scoring, I mean, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear the second half of the season, and then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
And he makes the first.
And for Harden coming in second in the MVP race, he had a lot of first-place votes, and nobody knew if he or Curry would win the award. In most other seasons, he would have won the MVP.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Monty Eunice is checked in for Aldridge. Robert Covington comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Gordon in for Russell Westbrook. Harden hits them both.
And for Harden last year, he could have easily have won the MVP, probably would have in other seasons. His big talking point for the award was how he carried the Rockets on his back. And he might have been the most valuable player to his team with the performances he had last year.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Rivers checked in for James Harden. That's good from Green. You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road win.
Here's Rivers. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors leading by 6. Iguodala the pass to Thompson, and the shot is good. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
And it's Gordon penetrating. Soft touch off the glass. Gordon's got 5.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road.
Iguodala outside. Here's Spates. The shot is off, and the Rockets take it the other way. Now here's Rivers. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of the game. Covington kicks to Rivers. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Iguodala. Here's Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Curry's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Rivers against Curry. Covington dishes to Gordon. Wide open shot is on the money. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road.
Here's Spates. Spates missing again.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now. After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Curry kicks to Spates. Feeds it to Curry. And the wide open shot from Green. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Green's got 7 points. 36 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Rivers kicks to Covington. It's stolen by Green. Iguodala outside. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Rivers. 6 points for him. From deep. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half is now in the books. Warriors lead by 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that regardless of what defender you see in front of you, you can get what you want?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, but I'm very confident.
Russell, thank you so much. Kevin, hard work pays off.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They've got the 7-point lead. Shaq, give me your take.
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.